And COVID-19 can have lasting physical, mental, and emotional impacts well after someone no longer tests positive for that disease.
Yeah, we've heard many of those stories, and for many people, dealing with these long-term symptoms can just be incredibly challenging. But luckily, there are still some stories of hope. Fox 61's Lauren Zenzi has more on how one woman's family helped her through her long-haul journey.
As many of us have either personally had or know someone who has contracted COVID-19, we all know that this virus attacks everyone differently. Some people experience little to no symptoms. Others aren't so lucky, suffering months on end with what's now being called COVID long hauler syndrome. Today, I'm sharing the story of Maxine Francis and her courageous family who has dedicated the past 9 months to helping her survive. Take a look.
I was in the hospital for 3 weeks due to the COVID. And as a result of that, I got deconditioned.
COVID was this multifaceted issue that just lingered in her body in so many ways.
Maxine's body was already on the defense, fighting renal failure and multiple myeloma, which is a type of blood cancer. Maxine contracted COVID shortly after Thanksgiving 2020, and on December 14th, after battling COVID for over 2 weeks.
And on day, I think 14 or 15, that's when you're supposed to recover. My mom had her worst day at the house, and she was walking, and she just passed out.
Maxine's oxygen levels dropped, and that's when everything took a turn for the worse.
When they sent her to the hospital, they found out that she had COVID pneumonia.
From what her family tells us, she experienced extreme fatigue, brain fog, and the worst symptom of all, the inability to walk and live independently.
And the brain fog would manifest itself in terms of, simple things. When PT and OT would come and they would tell her, "All right, Maxine, put your hand on the walker," she would put her hand on the chair.
Fast forward 4 months to April, a neuropsychologist was able to diagnose Maxine with COVID long haul syndrome. But her son Travis and his father were not going to let her fail.
I went on this mission to get my mom walking without physical therapy.
Bring down the house.
Little did any of them know, those months of frustration and hard work would soon pay off. Even her doctors just amazed at how far she's come in the past 9 months.
He just said that I was doing really well, and he's very impressed, and he's amazed actually, because I've been through a lot.
Lauren Zenzi, Fox 61 News.
Nobody was stopping her from getting up out of that bed, bringing down the house.
She has the fight in her.
Great. Awesome to see. Such a good story. And around Thanksgiving, of course, we're all just, reflecting on what we're grateful for, what we're thankful for. And, our health is something that we have to just remind ourselves,
Absolutely.
doing all right. So